Good day, everyone. You are welcome to this week's Business and Investment Tips program, a production of RCCG Christ Church Radio with Dr. Ayodeji Ebo, an investment professional. This week, we will focus on understanding Nigeria's 2025 GDP rebasing and implications. Last week, the National Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, organized a workshop to explain the rebasing process to stakeholders. The NBS plans to rebase Nigeria's GDP this year using 2019 as the new base year instead of 2020, which has been in use for the past 15 years. This change means that constant prices previously based on 2010 will now be based on 2019. What does the GDP rebasing mean? GDP rebasing refers to the process of updating the calculation of a country's GDP to better reflect changes in the economy over time. This involved selecting a new base year for measuring the economic size and performance. Think of it like updating an old map. If your map is outdated, it might not show the new roads, buildings, or businesses. In the same way, an outdated GDP base year may fail to capture new industries, technologies, or emerging consumer habits. By rebasing, a country incorporates more recent and accurate data, providing a clearer picture of its economic state. This process often results in a revision of GDP size. It may increase or decrease, but the primary goal is to enhance accuracy. Rebasing Nigeria's 2025 GDP. For the 2025 GDP rates, a new constant year will be selected, replacing the previous base year of 2020, which has been used for over 15 years. The GDP will be backcasted to 1981. The IMF recommends rebasing GDP every 5 years, and we hope the NBS adheres to this timeline going forward. The year 2019 pre-COVID was chosen as the base year due to the relative economic stability observed during that period compared to the years 2020 to 2022. Additionally, major surveys such as the Nigerian Living Standard Survey, which collects data on household and poverty, were conducted in 2019. Activities like domestic households employing labor were better represented in 2019. Furthermore, digital economy activities, which were significantly underrepresented in 2020, experienced notable growth and were more accurately captured in 2019. New areas covered in the 2019 rebase. 1. Digital economic activities. These include e-commerce, fintech, and various online services. 2. Emerging sectors. Data has been incorporated from modular refineries, pension fund administrators, and the quarrying and mining industries. 3. Social programs. This includes activities related to National Health Insurance Scheme and the National Security Insurance Trust Fund. What this means for the Nigerian economy. 1. GDP rebased effect. The revaluation of Nigeria's GDP using a new base year will increase its overall GDP value, resulting in changes to key economic metrics. 2. Global rank boosting. A larger GDP can enhance Nigeria's position in global economic standings. 3. Sector insights. The rebasing will provide a clear understanding of which sectors are driving economic growth, allowing for more informed decision-making in policy markets. This insight can lead to a more strategic allocation of resources towards those growth-driving sectors. For instance, the real estate subsector will become the third largest ahead of crude petroleum and telecommunications. 4. Tax to GDP ratio. The tax to GDP ratio may decrease, indicating low revenue generation compared to the volume of goods and services produced, and may prompt the government to become more aggressive in tax collection. 5. Debt to GDP ratio. The debt to GDP ratio will significantly decline as GDP increases, suggesting that the country's debt appears smaller in relation to its GDP. This may imply that Nigeria has the capacity to incur more debt. However, this does not accurately represent the country's fiscal health, especially since the budget indicates that expenditures exceed revenues. What this means for the Nigerian people. 1. No immediate effect on income. Rebasing does not change individuals' actual income or purchasing power. It is a statistical adjustment and not an immediate economic boost. 2. Higher per capita income. A larger GDP indicates an increase in economic output per person. While this may reflect greater national wealth, it does not necessarily mean that individuals are earning more. 3. Global ranking. Higher per capita income may move a country to a higher income category, e.g. from low income to middle income. 4. Policy adjustment. A clearer understanding of the economy allows governments to reallocate resources to essential and emerging sectors. In summary, while the process of GDP rebasing may not have a direct and noticeable impact on the daily experiences of individuals, its broader indirect consequences can play a significant role in shaping the overall quality of life in the long run. By adjusting the calculation of a country's gross domestic product, the government can pave the way for better informed policies, attracting more investment and improve their standing on the global stage. These changes can ultimately contribute to enhanced living standards for the population. Thank you for listening. Please join us same time next week for another interesting and insightful session. For questions, comments, and feedback, kindly forward to ebo.ayodeji@gmail.com or send SMS to 070-8246-3747. Stay blessed.